What we're going to have a look at now is pausing or aborting a print. Why would we want to do that? So if we want to pause a print, we could do that for any reason, such as us wanting to change colour during the print. Also, if we were running quite a long print and we didn't want it to be operating while we're not there to supervise, then we can trigger that pause, maybe leave it overnight, come back in the morning and press resume. It's a nice way for us to make sure that everything's going to go smoothly throughout that print process. Now, if you wanted to abort a print, let's say you're watching your first layer go down and you notice something's not quite right. Then you have the option there, if you hit the abort button, you can stop that, recalibrate the machine and trigger it again. The last thing you want to do is press print on a Friday afternoon and then come in on Monday morning and have a whole load of spaghetti, or even worse, something that's gone horribly wrong in the print over the weekend. So let's have a look at how we do that. So the machine's operational, but we've got to a stage where we want to trigger a pause. So what I'm going to do is just hit the pause button on the screen here. What it's going to do is get to a point where it's going to remember where it is, drop the plate down. It's going to go through a cool down procedure, so it's not going to use any unnecessary energy and bits and pieces like that. And once it's at that stage, it'll give us the option to change the material, cancel the print, or resume. So once it's gone through this cool down, we'll see those menus. So now we've got the different menus that are in here. So like I said, we can change material, so that's if we want to go to a different colour, or sometimes even a different material type. If the print is beyond salvage, then we can abort, or in this case, we're now going to just hit resume and we'll carry on from where we left off. So it'll go back to a heat up process and then it will carry on through the print as if nothing had happened. Okay, so let's say we've got to a stage now and we're not happy with the quality of the print, or something's not quite gone perfectly to plan. So we need to cancel the print. What we have here is you have the X on the screen. It's always going to give us a second menu just in case we pressed it by mistake. So do we want to abort this print? Are we sure? So we can either abort or resume. In this case, we're going to hit abort. And what that'll then do is, almost as if it's finished the print off its own accord, it's going to home everything, go through a cool down procedure, and always make sure that it's gone through that cool down procedure before we start to remove the part from the platform. Again, for two reasons. Number one, it'll be easy to remove, and number two, always better to do that from a safety perspective. So let it go through this cool down window here. Once we're happy with that, we can remove the part. So that's how easy it is if you want to pause or abort your print at any stage throughout that process.